Ladies and gentlemen, the global PLEX market in EVE Online has changed, and today we're going to talk about what happened, what it is, and how you can benefit from it. Let's dive in. Ladies and gentlemen, Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and EVE enjoyer. Coming to you live from the official CCB Games Twitch channel, and what better day to talk about our favorite digital commodity. No, I don't mean dense Feldspar. No, I don't mean LSIs. I mean PLEX. What happened to this? Why should you care, and how you can make money? Let's talk about it right now. So what happened is very, very simple. EVE Online has launched a global PLEX market. How it used to be was you could only buy and sell PLEX regionally, where you would see in your top left corner, you would see the Forge is a region in Caldari space. You can see there's another Geminate, Genesis. The prices were going to be local to each individual region, and they would differ depending on where you were. The bulk of the PLEX was done and sold in market hubs, Jitta, heck, other places, okay, and in null-sec corporations. So what would happen is a lot of people would do arbitrage. They would buy PLEX in other areas, move them to the market hubs, and get potentially better prices there. This is now no longer a thing. If you're in a wormhole, you can buy and sell PLEX. If you're in Pochfin, you can buy and sell PLEX. If you're in null-sec, you can buy and sell PLEX to somebody in a wormhole. If you're in Pochfin, you can buy and sell PLEX to somebody in Jitta. This is one of the biggest changes to the market that has ever happened. And why it's so big is because what you're going to see, and this is my first prediction, is you're going to see PLEX prices go down into the, call it midterm. Right now, there's a lot of rush to get PLEX out the door. A lot of people messing with the new systems, and you've seen a recent uptick in prices from day to day. But you'll notice the trend is already going down, and this is only 3 days. We'll see what it is in like a month. But basic supply and demand means there's more supply with the same demand. Price is going to go down. Over months, previously, savvy traders could profit from selling PLEX between regions. With a single global market, the price disparities are gone. And you're also going to see stuff like this, where people are buying 50 PLEX, people buying 20 PLEX, people buying 311 PLEX, whatever. So what's in it for you? The market is now more liquid. It's easier for you to buy PLEX than ever before because you can do it literally from anywhere. No more waiting for buyers in Jitta. No more going to Jitta and risking your stuff so that you can buy PLEX there. You can do it literally from anywhere. So this means that PLEX is now a true global currency inside of EVE Online. And since it's a global currency, you'll have access to Omega, skins, anything, skill extractors, anything you can get with PLEX from anywhere. We already talked about how PLEX is going to fall in the coming months. I think it is. We'll see what happens because that note is contingent on CCB Games not adding more systems. PLEX, a couple years ago, y'all will remember, was about 400 million ISK. Now we're looking at 6 million, 6.2 if you buy it, 6 million just over if you're, using your buy orders. Why has it gone up so much in price? One of the main reasons is there's more to do with PLEX now than ever before. Y'all know about the Skinner system. They introduced this ship Skinner system where you can buy and sell and make your own skins. Everything costs PLEX, etc. I have made my own personal skins myself. That's what I've been using it for. My Midas skins for my favorite ships, Orient and Deluge, black and red on gold, baby. This is something that they've introduced in the last couple of years. And of course, now there's more ways to spend PLEX. The demand increases, the price goes up. Basic supply and demand, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the best part about this. Since there's more systems, the price is going to go up, so it's going to reward those that buy the PLEX with cash. But I try not to prioritize the credit card users. I try to prioritize you, the player. So how can you utilize this? Let me talk about this. The old way of doing things was you would get your wares to thanks for using my code Loru. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. You would get your wares to a market hub, sell your wares for ISK at a market hub. Then you could buy, if you wanted to, I guess, buy PLEX at the market hub because you would only really have consistent buys at the market hub. The new way of doing things is getting ISK however you can and buying PLEX from anywhere. You don't have to leave Pochfin now if you want to get PLEX. If you want to Omega your account, you don't have to leave null-sec and go to Jitta. You don't have to buy your buddy's PLEX on contract. By the way, this is going to have a massive drop in contracts, in my opinion, because now it's all global. People were arbitraging mainly through contracts. So now I think the areas of space that are raw ISK generation rich, Pochfin with the OB systems, wormholes getting that blue loot, nullsec with theirs Ishtar rats, okay? Any area that can really generate that raw ISK is going to be, in my opinion, king in the coming months, and that's an area of space you should invest in and go get in because you can buy PLEX from anywhere with this raw ISK. You can be in some random nullsec station in the boonies and get a bunch of Ishtar ratting going, enjoy yourself, you know, while you get your favorite second monitor content going. I see you, chat. And then when you get enough ISK, buy Plex with it from anywhere for a fair price. This is one of the biggest market changes in all of EVE Online. And I really think it's going to change EVE for the better as we move forward. It's going to make the global currency Plex more affordable, more available to everybody out there. So if you want more of this, make sure you sub on down to our YouTube. Thanks for 31,000 subs. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks.